Oh, yeah, yeah. Is that right? Thanks.
You're good, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, she said to wait in a hurry. You got it.
Go ahead.
Thanks. I forgot already.
You're good, bud. No worries, no worries at all. All right, we got a good one on our hands on this one. We got Mike Davis playing against Shane Wolford. Should be a good match. All right, this is a race to 7. These is the semifinals of the A side. Mike Davis won the leg. He's going to play Shane Wolford. Keep in mind, can't do this without our lovely sponsors, Haselman and Hunt DDS. Got this beautiful venue here up in Midlothian, Virginia, Diamond Billiards. Nice power break by Mike. Unfortunately, the cue ball got away from him, scratched in the bottom right-hand corner. Keep in mind also, I know you're used to hearing certain voices. Normal commentator, George Hammerbacher, the voice of APT. He is currently in Maryland due to COVID restrictions. He was unable to join us for this tournament. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job in his absence due to those reasons. And as always, with every great pool hall, there's always a great pro shop. This one is no exception. Raymond's Pro Shop. A lot of people bring their cues here for him to take care of their products, not just in the state of Virginia, but we got people that bring them to them from out of the state. So that growing reputation proves he does amazing work. Looks like this match may go faster than some of the other ones so far. Shane's got a very deliberate but very quick approach to the table. Of course, as I say, it's the first time he takes like longer than 10 seconds to take a shot. Looks like he was trying to set up for the 7. He overrolled it just a little bit. But 5 ball goes to go past the 12. Nice shot on there. You don't use a 3 to get back on the 7. Just needs to get an angle on the 7 so that way he can bring it out. Shoot the 8 ball in the same pocket that it looks like he's about to shoot the 3 in. I got a little bit more angle than what he wanted on the 7. Definitely, makeable. May do almost like a Z pattern to get on the 8 ball where he wants. Just like that. Pretty much got a straight in shot on the 8 ball in the corner for the first rack. Just like that, rack 1 is complete. Shane Wolford winning it. And this is alternate break format, so Shane's fixing the break. Keep in mind, 8 on the break is not a win or a loss for either player. It is a spot or re-rack, depending on what the player so chooses. He scratches on the break and makes the 8 ball. Same concept, except for the opponent has the option to spot or re-rack. Looks like once again, the players are having a heck of a time getting this rack together. Head ball on the spot is not wanting to cooperate properly. Been like this for every single match. But it's universal. It's not just happening to one person. It happens to both players that are on the table. Shane with the break. Did make one stripe. Taking a look at the layout of the table. Looks like the 8 ball goes past the 15. And once again, it is open after the break until you make your first called shot. Looks like he's setting up for possibly running solids. Yeah, he's gonna go for. So he's gonna go for that 1 in the side. Well, he's running this. Looks like that 8 ball must go past the 15 pretty easily. Taking a little bit more time looking at it. It's pretty tight. Just like that. Nice break and run by Shane. Match score is now 2-0. Mike Davis breaking. Seven ball, we get to that from the 5. 3 ball, not really an issue once you make the 6. So, pretty much he can go any way he wants. They're all no real issues any way he chooses. And he's going to choose the stripes. Looks like 15 does pass the 9, so that solves that minor issue. Assume he'll do the 14 next after this. Probably follow this up and have the 11 next. Set up for the 11. Probably use the back rail, maybe come 2 rails with it. Get back down this end. Very nice cue stroke. Well, he's hit himself from the 9 ball, so now he's going to force himself to take the 13. That he's now pretty much locked himself in on the 10 ball being next. Probably float it on around. Probably all the way to get to the 15 where he was just pointing his cue stick on the table. Very nice cue control. Probably a simple little draw for the 15. Same thing for the 9 ball. Probably 8 ball in the side pocket is what it's looking like. Has as he's taking a look to make sure it goes. Yep. Lined up a 9, made sure the 8 goes. And now it's just about execution. Making sure nothing's touching the 7 ball, because all ball fouls. All right. And just like that, Shane has now ran 3 racks in a row. Shane up 3-0 on Mike Davis. Remember, this is a race to 7. Alternate break. Shane breaking. He has lost the cue ball in the side pocket this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And he also additionally made 1 solid on the break as well. Nothing really tied up. Everybody's pretty much got a easy path to where it needs to go. It's just a matter of taking the time and doing 1 stroke at a time. It's a matter of figuring out which way you want to go about it. Looks like he's going to start with the 1 ball. Looks like the planned layout might be 6, 3, 7, 5, 4, 8. Pretty simple run out. Not too much has to be done for that. He's going to go about it a little differently. Instead of 7, he's going to go for the 4 next. A little bit different route maybe than I would have taken, but never miss a shot from the seat I'm in right now. All right, he'll make the 7 on the side, just clear the 11. A little bit of a draw shot on the 5, and he'll have the 8 ball in the other corner pocket. So I mean, this might be what Mike needs to get it in gear. So far, his biggest issue has been the break. Giving Shane ball in hand from the break has not worked out very well. Both times he never got to see the table again, so hence the 3-0 score. All right, Mike ran that rack out completely. All right. Mike fixing the rack and get ready to break for rack number 5, down, trailing 3 games to 1. Remember, this is a race to 7. Let's see what adjustments Mike makes on his break. Make an improvement on the last two. This time the cue goes off the table. And whatever he did, obviously that did not fix it. Giving Shane ball in hand from the break again. Ball in hand from the break in this format does allow you to put it anywhere on the table. Which has bode very well for Shane in the first two breaks. Nothing really tied up in this, so looks like he's probably going to choose stripes. Most of the balls are cluttered around one area, so there's not much cue movement that has to be done. He may screw this one back a little bit just so that way. Nope, on the top. Gonna shoot the 11 now. A little bit of a bottom left draw shot. Set up for a better shot on the 14 where you can float from the 14 to the 10 next. Just like that. Nice little stop shot on the 10 ball coming up here. Then he'll have the 13 in the corner. If he wants, he can do a stop shot or he can bring it back a little bit from where he ends up for the 13. And the 8 ball in the top right corner. All three of Mike's breaks have definitely not been his friend today. They're scratches. All of them are considered scratches, but he has not got back to the table on any of them. And with that 8 ball, Shane is now up 4-1. And fixing the break.
Round of applause for third place finish in the 2020 World Championships in Virginia. Congratulations, Renee.
Shane breaking rack number 6. Once again, races to 7. Currently leading 4 games to 1. Only game that he has lost was on his break due to him scratching on the side. He solved the scratching problem. And last second, that 4 ball falls for him. Mind you, if whatever you make on the break, you do not have to take. It is open after the break until the first called shot is made. He chose to go after the 6 ball. First miss Shane's had all match. Mike asking if the table is still open. The answer to that is yes, due to the fact that there has not been a called pocketed ball since the break. See if he can take advantage of this miss that Shane just had. It was his first one. He's called a 5 ball in the corner. A little bit of a rub off the floor, or 2 ball as it is. Looks like he's about to shoot the 1 ball on the side. Nice and smooth. Setting himself up for the 3. He's got an angle for it. He's going to cut the 3 up there in the bottom right corner. Probably come 2 rails. Probably get on the 7. Just like that. I mean, get the 7, he can do the 2, he can do the 6. I mean, a bunch of different ways to do this. Not much cue movement is going to be involved with either of the shots. Looks like he's going to take the 6 now. He's probably going to do 6, 2, 7, 8. A little bit of a stun shot. He'll use the rail after the 2 ball to get on the 7. 7 will almost be a dead straight shot. Draw it back to have the 8 ball in the side pocket. Just like that. He's got an angle. That way it'll make it easier for him to come use the rail to come back. Doesn't have to bring it back too much at all. Probably bring it back about a foot. Just like that. Depositing this 8 ball in the side pocket. It's going to make the match score be now 4-2. Just goes to show if you control your break, you can do a lot of things in this game. For the players that have controlled the break, done well. As you can tell, of the 6 racks that have already been played, only one of them was a break and run. The other 5 have been run after breaks. So this is high quality pool. And that one would have been deemed as a run after break since there was not an established establishment of who was what. Alright, let's see if Mike's fixed it. He's had a scratch in the bottom right corner. He's had a scratch in the middle right pocket. And the cue's not stayed on the table. So he needs to turn that around if he plans on getting back in this match. As a continuing issue as there has been, everybody having an issue racking on the spot. Shouldn't have to do much with this cue ball after making 3, because the 1 ball should be going back in the same pocket he just shot the 7 in. Just like that. Oh, I almost tried to sit up for him. Fell at the last minute. With this, just roll a little bit forward. Probably have the 5 ball next. Got a little bump on the 9. And he did get just enough of the 9 to where you can see the 5. He's looking to see about having an angle on the 4 ball. Looks like he's going to get a little separation between from the 14. That way he can shoot the 6 next after the 4 ball. Just like nice. Almost hanging balls, but they're falling eventually. I think he's got too much of an angle on this 4. May end up taking the 2 first and drawing back for the 4 ball. Nope, lining up the 4. Yeah, he's gonna get a rub on this 14. He's got an 8 ball on the side rail now. It's not overly a big issue. Probably didn't expect it to roll that much. From here, he'll cut the 6 over in the corner, use 2 rails, get on the side of the 8 ball to be able to cut it down the rail. Just got to make sure he doesn't overrun this. Doesn't like it. He is looking to see if the 8 ball goes down the rail, which it does. Go past the 12. I don't know if he can get the cue ball over to that way, though. I think he's going to have to go to 2 rails. Very nice cut. Did he overroll it? Nah, he's got. I guess he apologized to Mike, thinking that that wasn't exactly what he was expecting to get. He does have a shot on the 8 ball at the rail. And with that 8 ball in the corner, brings his total now to 5-2. Shane's fixing to break up 5-2. It's Mike Davis.
All right, table number 12, we're still with Sean Wolford, DJ Leslie, DJ Sean, table number 12.
break again from Shane. Makes a 14 in the corner. Last ball rolling around the table. It's already looking at solid, so don't really see too many issues with them. A lot of long shots and testy cutters on the stripe, so I'd go with solids as well. Nice little cut on the one ball. He's probably going to take the 6 next. Nah, he's going to take the 3 because right now the 2 doesn't go anywhere. There, he got the breakout on the 2. This run just got a whole lot easier. Shoot the 6 in the side, leave an angle on the 2. He'll be able to make the 2 in the corner, float back across the table, and from there he'll be able to play with the 7 and 5 to set up for the 8 ball. No real issues on this rack. It's just a matter of getting the right placement from this ball. It's probably the key shot of the match now that he broke out that 2. I mean rack, not match. There it is. He's going to get a rub on the 15, which doesn't hurt him. Be able to draw back on the 7 ball. Put a 5 ball in the same pocket as the 7. And then the 8 ball is going to go in the adjacent corner. And finishing this run is going to put Shane on the hill. Deposits this 8 ball in the corner. Just like that, 6-2. He is up on Mike Davis. Once again, just goes to show you control the break, make a ball, keep the cue on the table. Good things can happen. Mike Davis fixing a break, trailing 6 racks to 2. Shane Wolford. He just went with a control break. It's probably going to be one of the longer racks. It was a legal break. Guess he didn't have confidence in the normal break that he was doing because he wasn't controlling it. If he did control the cue on the table, he wasn't making anything. So he figured he did this, it might slow Shane down with the fact that everything's not wide open. He's got to work it out. Went for the back cut on the 10. Overcut it actually. More or less rebroke the balls. Mike Davis will take a bathroom break. long as 4 balls hit a rail, there's nothing technically wrong. I know why you're asking that though. You don't have the race. You don't have the race 2 up here. Hey. He's at the bar, Chris. Tiger's at the bar. Yeah, I'd like to know that rule question myself. Oh, yeah. Shane's asking if you're allowed to soft break or not. Technically, 4 balls got a rail, so to me, it's a valid break. But every league and format is different. Shane. Yeah, well. Yeah, they did, but the way Mike did it was kind of shitty. So something, you got to hit enter on it or something? It was. I changed it to 6 when I had a 6 match, but then something changed. And the way it's going, it won't take long. All right, Mike Davis is back to the table. Mind you, the table is still open since nothing's been made after the break, or at least no called shots. Makes the ball in the corner, but he was trying to draw back into this combo with the 11 and 9. Mike trying to figure out what he wants to do. Probably going to play some sort of a safety or defense. I don't know if he can technically hide the ball unless he's going to try and put it behind the 15. Basically put it to where he's on the bridge over ball. I think he can see the 5. Shane's big issue is going to be the 4, 3, and 7 that are all tied up around the 8 ball. He's caught a 1 ball all the way up the rail, looks like. Mike with an aggressive shot there. I think he was trying to bust the 8-ball out. Ended up actually busting one of Shane's out. Looks like another defensive shot coming. Yep. Looks like Mike's trying to slow Shane down a little bit. Even though Shane did make the 1 ball, he did call safe, so turn reverts back to Mike. Probably going to try to do another safety here with this 9 ball. Looks like he's about to fire at the 14 here. Ends up going in the side pocket, not the pocket that Mike insisted, so turn is over and returns to Shane. If he can get on the right side of this, looks like that 3 will pass the 8 and 13 and go in that corner. If he's able to get through all that, it would break out to 7 off the 8, which would be the roadmap for him to finish this victory off. Oh, wow. He was trying to get there now. Miss a 4 ball, but Mike went for the 11 in the corner. Trying to break him out to be able to run him out for the rest of the rack. Fortunately, he did not make the ball in the corner, so any issues that Shane had involving that cluster has now been resolved. Very nice shot on the 7 on the side. That way he can go and take care of this 4 ball. Take a look at the 3. Looks like it does go on the side from vantage point. It will be a touchy shot. If he doesn't like it in the side, it can go all the way down the rail. Yeah, it looks like he's playing for it in the side. Probably 3, 2, 6, and then 8 ball in the corner. Got the proper angle for the 2 ball to be able to transition to the 6. This probably nice 2 rails, or you can just bring it straight back. Probably put the cue well, right where he's just pointing at. Nice simple 8 ball shot, which will finish the match off. Didn't get it to roll as far as he wanted, but not much in his way. It should be a pretty simple stroke. And with that 8 ball in the corner, in the match, Shane Wolford beating Mike Davis 7-2. This was an A-side match, so Mike Davis not out of it. He still has one more chance at it.